That was serious, man. Never occurred to us that Ramosi will violently disrupt our meeting. The message is now very clear, sir. He will not allow any meeting to discuss about his laws. It's certainly worse. Those are very brutal. What to run and do my gun and to run away. That's me. One of them aimed a huge rock at my head. I never thought anybody could handle such a huge rock. It flew past my head like a rocket-propelled grenade. It missed my head by a big freestone. I was shocked it grenade hit your head. You were supposed to be like an expressman, huh? I never thought you'd never come to a stop. I thought they were just hooligans. Ah, yes, they are speeding an organization against us. They want us to say hi. Operation. And there was smoke all over. Burning tires, papers, mattresses, sacks, combined with tear gas smoke. Sadly, we never anticipated this. I think the mayor is a good organizer. He is called Mosi or Junior. The smoke that thunders. He's a master schemer and a go-getter. Gentlemen, yeah. It is very clear that we are at war. We must carry the blood to the last detail. We will not be cowed. We must mobilize the diamond to cast and put a lot of motion against him. And I remember, we take this to the council and the element and yes, yes, you did. And as you all know, our political landscape comprises of aldermen and councillors of mixed ethnicity, as well as those of Afro and Indo-descent. Oh yes, it does. So, I was on the phone the whole night, but little support was forthcoming. I had assumed wrongly that many of them could support our cause. How mistaken I was. After talking to them, I realized that our chamber members comprises of different categories that we must keep in mind as we want them to support our cause. Categories? Which one? The first one is the indecisive type. Like who? They are quite a number. On Ferreira or Mr. Key is the best example. This man has never seen a fence he can't sit on. He can never commit to any side. We chatted at a length, but he kept on citing idioms and proverbs here and there. I wonder why they call him Mr. Key. And yet he can never make up his mind on which door to open, or in fact, whether to open any door at all. So what did he say? Well, he said that what will be, because something certainly will be. Is that a proverb? I've been since wondering whether it is, but he also said that you don't cross the bridge until you get to it. Aye, which bridge now? I'm not sure which bridge he meant, but I think he was talking about the cases, in case we are sued. What an absurd he is. I hear he has difficulties deciding on what and how much to eat. You talk of different categories, What are the other categories? Well, the other category comprises of the majority. I can best describe them as the headless type. Headless? Yes, they have brains, but they don't use them. Hey, how on earth? You mean they're like headless chicken? Exactly. They are like headless chicken. They follow the leader of the ethnic group, who thinks for them, and they also wait for the leader to make decisions for them in all matters, including the matters to go to pee. Most members of People's Party of Mr. Basdeo belong here, and so do the members of Moses Liberal Party. I thank God I don't belong to any ethnic group. Well, that category is what I can best describe as the entrepreneurial type. Who are these? These are political entrepreneurs. very keen on making money. They vote with their stomach. So to say, they vote the side that gives much money.
Are you saying that they man to support the not calling there's motion?
Well, that was my understanding. I mentioned that funds will be available, and they promised to deal as soon as money changes hands.
That's very sad indeed.
And lastly, is what I can best describe as the open-minded category. This is a group that serves the people and is ready to listen to them.
Oh, I get you, eh? I believe Mr. Youngri, or Mr. Developer, as is popularly known, is an example of this. I hear he's a highly disciplined man. His ancestry is mixed and it's sad to tell if it's Indo-Japanese or Indo-Chinese. He was previously a head teacher and he exacts the same school discipline in running his sword. So what did he say when you talk to him? I hear he's terminally ill. We don't have to worry about him. Some say he ate and threatened me.
Oh, so I never go to talk to him. Hope he gets well soon. He's a kindly soul, you know.
Yes, sir. His political stars will nice still. People think he's the best person to mayor seat. But who knows? If the mayor must give him that position or some insecticide, the man can do anything in the opposition against him. I expect the so-called Mr. Todd to be in that group of open-minded category. I understand he's highly educated. People say he has many ideas which don't seem to tie up sometimes.
Yes, I got much the same impression because he kept on talking wise things and doing strange things on the phone.
For example?
Well, when he heard that you are against Moss, he gave a very long snort of derisive laughter.
Therefore, take his soul. He has never liked me.
I sense that much.
How did you sense that?
Well, we were discussing on who has better leadership qualities between Ramdai and Mayor Moss.
What was his choice?
Well, he said that even in a beauty contest of monkeys, there is always a winner.
His real name is on Brian High. He boasts of people that of a noble birth. What a scoundrel! Hey, so what was our assessment?
Well, the situation is not good at this time. It's very difficult to determine how the votes will go.
So what do we do?
The best way to do is to enlist the support of the opposition leader, Mr. Basdeo. If he says that, councillors and aldermen allied to him will follow suit. With him in the back, we'll only need to persuade a few individuals, or by a few individuals, to reach the two-thirds majority to elect the mayor from office.
Yes, sir. You indicated that you I talked with Don Basdeo. Did you get to work together with us?
Yes, I spoke with him. He was very eager to work with us. As I told you, he was the one who approached me with the idea of repeating Miyamoto. At that time, he didn't know he had already made that choice. He promised to come. He should be coming by any time.
So, how does he want us to work together?
It will be a coalition of indoors and all chamber mixed ethnicities. He will mobilize his councillors and aldermen allied to him to vote for you as the mayor. Our hope as a so-called member of Dausla, our hope is that they will accept you as a compromise candidate.
Wow. Did you spell out any conditions for the alliance?
Yes, immediately you became the mayor, we'll appoint him as the deputy mayor.
Come on, guys. That's a breakthrough. I think we should go to the bar and have some beers. I have a bite and over to queue. I think I need a caribou too. Yes, sir. Yeah. Mr. Basdeo, you are here.
We were waiting for you. I have already briefed them about our discussions. We are all in agreement that we'll work together. Your appointment as the deputy mayor is guaranteed. The next step now that you are here is to agree on the grounds for the vote of no confidence.
Well, that doesn't matter at this stage.
Really?
Of course, what we need at this point is to alienate Miyamoto from his people. You see, if people have sympathy for him, we won't succeed. So the next step is to set the people against him.
Hey, that makes good sense.
Then, how do you propose to do this?
Well, we will get a few speakers, the most articulate to incite the people.
So what issues we address the people address in order to incite the people?
The need for equitable development in Marcus. Mayor Mosi is not development-minded. We will talk about building roads. He has not built even a spa. In fact,
Gentlemen, development issues will neither incite nor excite the people. You need to excite people's emotions if you are to excite them. Or rather, You need to excite people's emotions but to incite them. Tell them things that will annoy them or issues that will make them afraid, and they will follow you obediently like little puppies. Give them an enemy to hate and blame for their problems, and they will be on your side.
How do you do that?
Simple. We'll just say, the reason we want him out is because he has earmarked all the money allocated to the municipality to the development of the wards occupied by members of his ethnic group. Perhaps on Seymour you can note down some points.
Aye. Do I look like another boy to you? Have you forgotten that Sula will be your boss?
Well, I can do the recording. So what did you say I not know?
Okay?
Oh, yes.
All municipal funds are being committed to developing the wards occupied by members of Moses' ethnic group.
But that's not true.
Of course it isn't. Politics is not about the truth, gentlemen. I am teaching you politics now. We have to evoke the emotions of the people.
How do I record that?
Yes, call it marginalization of other communities.
This is not good politics.
That's not even enough yet. You all know very well that some parts of our municipality are allied to Miamos because of some projects he did there. We have to have for part of this full support if we are to effectively isolate him.
Yes, but how do we do it?
The people in these areas are mostly of Oriental descent. So we can create and widely circulate the story that the people of these areas are descended from the same ancestor with our people, the Indos. Just a story. In the beginning there was an enormous egg with a diameter of 5 kilometers. So when the egg broke mysteriously, Chakramas, the great, emerged very fast.
That's an exciting fairy tale. No one can buy.
Don't worry. So when Chakramas went to fetch water, remember he was very handsome. He found 2 girls drawing water in the river. He married them properly and settled them each on one side of the river. The girl on the eastern side of the river became the mother of the Indo people. The other girl became the mother of 4 other Oriental peoples.
You think people will believe that?
People are very gullible, don't you know that?
How do you call that?
Yes, historical revisions.
Hey, what's that?
Don't worry, but it could mean exposing historical lies that have been contributed by Miamos to confuse people about their heritage.
Hey, you are not the real man I thought you were.
We have to be very creative, my friend. Power does not come by easy. In fact, we have to further divide Miamos' ethnic group from other races by emphasizing their differences. We will say, yes, the people of Moses' community have a peculiar smell, you see, resembling that of a beetle, while other people don't smell. Unlike other people, they tend to believe in open.
What do I write?
Celebrating people's cultural identity.
Okay.
Oh, well, gentlemen, I think those points are radical. We don't need to believe about that. We should go to the bar and have some beer. And as you all know, today is Calypso night at Vibration. We need to be in places.
Hey, grow up then. It's not time for celebration.
But we live once, don't we?
Mr. Bastel.
Yes.
How shall we approach this?
Well, I'll convene a youth political rally. The points I have given out will be among the core messages we'll deliver to the people at the rally. I suggest one trade apportions the topics to councillors and other men who are on our side and who are good orators. Please alert them in good time so they can prepare adequately. They must make passionate emotional appeals.
Very well. I will handle that.
I think that is settled. So, when do we hold the rally?
I suggest on Friday next week, so that it coincides with the carnival festivities. Several single hatch bands will be performing at the Hatchable Stadium on that day. I think hundreds of people will be clad in colorful costumes, listening to exciting sounds of soca and calypso music. Yeah.
Ah, yes, I agree. The carnival is not called the great city party in the world for nothing. There cannot be a better setting for athletic crowd than the carnival. And in fact, we can arrange with the artists to compose and the most slogan and have to perform for their rhythm.
Unfortunately, we may need to hold the rally much earlier. I got the information that Mayor Mosi is consulting his lawyers on our prosecution and that.
Hey, what?
That man is on the red line now. No one can dare arrest or prosecute me. They won't know. What has it them?
Then let's have the rally on Wednesday. We surely need time to mobilize the people.
I agree. I also agree. Wednesday is fine.
Well, I'll immediately activate my media channels to have the rally popularized. Our alliance will be unbeatable. I assure you, this brings the chapter of the so-called Mosi or Atunya to an end.
Don't trust the man off it. Don't you know the spoke issues from his nostrils, ears and mouth when he declares war?
That's a very fat lie. The truth is
Yes.
that most of his smoke comes from somewhere else in his back. When he hears my takes during political campaigns, and I can assure you this, there will be impenetrable smoke all around him when he gets word that I had a meeting with you.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
I believe we can leave it at that.
Yeah.
Let's now focus on mobilizing the people. They don't have their best mayor.
Ever. And on Bastel,
Yes.
you are really a master of this.
You see, it is allowed in politics, okay?
Yeah.
What do you see? Who is
Yeah, very strategic.
strategic, okay?
Yeah.
Good morning, Mrs. Hey, can you pull your desk slightly to the left? You. I have always said the desk must be neatly arranged. Collect that piece of paper on the floor. You must always organize your environment. Make sure everything is well arranged and neat. A disorganized mind cannot plan, alright? Yes, mistress. Now, you remember we say that the progress of the human society are the progress of the human mind. Is it? Yes, it is, mistress. We further say that the human heart has two parts, the mind and the spirit. Do you remember that? Yes, mistress. Now, on the first part of our lesson, on solving the problem of the human society, we focus on the mind. And we say the creative exercise of the mind help us to solve problems and make life better. Like making Yes, mistress. All right, my good students. Now, today and in the coming week, we are going to focus on the second part of the human heart, which you call the spirit. There are two types of spirits, the good and evil, all right? Yes, mistress. So, I will give you an example. We all know that for everything that is made, there are rules on how to use it. A car, a phone, a computer, every created thing has its do's and don'ts. Has it this? Yes, mistress. Everything has its do's and don'ts. And so, very much. Now, listen very carefully. Just as those who make roads and cars gave us, so too did our Creator gave us rules or laws when He created us and the world. Is that clear? Yes, mister. So, what does that mean? It means that disobeying the rules of the Creator is like breaking the rules of those who made roads and vehicles. Thank you. What else? What
Means that when we disobey the rules of our maker, we will always come to grief, and it always happens to those who disobey traffic rules.
Yes, that's right. Now, the spirit that obeys, it is a good spirit, and it is associated with the Creator because it follows His rules. The spirit that disobeys, it is the evil spirit, and it is associated with the destroyer because it always leads to destruction. This spirit is also called the beast. Do you understand? Yes, mistress. Now, you remember I gave you handouts to read? Yes, mistress. If you have read them, what happened in the ancient Near East in 587 BC?
People of Jerusalem and the temple after announced by the Babylonians.
Correct. And why was the temple and Jerusalem destroyed?
The people disobey the laws of the Creator.
Yes, that's right. Now, what law? What law? Yes.
Do not worship other gods.
Yes, Oliver?
Do not kill.
Yes.
Do not lie. Do not and love your neighbor.
And did they disobey the Creator? Yes, Alvita.
They began to worship other gods and to kill one another. They became dishonest, engaged in corruption, robbery, sexual perversion, and visited various forms of injustice upon one another, thereby breaking the law of love.
Very good. Now, do we find similar acts of disobedience in our society today? Yes,
People engage in corruption, they commit murder, they steal at night, and that's the time they kill Papa.
Thank you. Yes.
Some students wear dance band believing to help them pass exam.
Yes, and that is idol worship. So, which spirit is prevalent in our society today? The evil spirit. The spirit of the beast. And we say the work of the beast is to destroy. And if you look careful, do you think our municipality is undergoing destruction? At there times, you may not find drugs in our hospitals because of theft. Are there cases where a police officer cannot serve you unless you pay bribes? At that time, you may not find justice in our law courts. For us to save our municipality, we must obey the Creator, and we must reject the spirit of the beast. And we must resist all those being controlled by the spirit of the beast. And you must bear in mind that the consequences of disobedience are inescapable for both society and the individual who disobey. Remember what you repeat, the famous Greek playwright said, slow but sure, move the might of the God. It means the might of the God are grinding slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine. However long it takes, justice will ultimately be served. You can never escape from the consequences of your action, okay?
Yes, mistress.
Right, please.
My apologies, Nicole. The inspector is undertaking an important investigation and would like to have a look at your office.
All right, class. We will resume from where we have stopped in our next lesson, okay? Yes, mistress. Yeah, and don't make noise. Yes, mistress. Yes, mistress.
level. Let me not transpire.
Well, Nicole, a wide range of accusations have been brought forward against you. So I'm here to arrest you and arraign you to court on Monday.
What have I done?
Well, we will let you know the offenses you have committed at the police station, and you only have a right to remain silent because anything you say can and will be used against you at the court.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I've not done anything wrong.
Did his worship talk to you yesterday?
Yes, he did.
Did you do what he told you to do?
No, I didn't.
You know that you all have legal and moral duty to obey our leaders? Is it criminal to disobey the mayor?
I have an obligation to do what is right, not to obey blindly. Leaders must not tell us to do wrong things.
Nicole! The matter of the Samaritan is where, yeah? It destroys life. It's threatening the lives of many powerful people. They are fighting back, and they destroy your life too. See, I am a highly trained police officer whose duty is to secure life. So just do what the mayor told you to do. Don't fight a losing battle, okay?
I have made a choice to do what is right. That is not negotiable. And besides, I have no control over the app. It doesn't belong to me. It is the intellectual property of the two students.
I understand to mean you are ready for a fight, eh? Now, get us started. Are you aware that the signal for your phone was at one point located at the scene of murder?
That's preposterous. You cannot fabricate anything against me. I need to see
What
the
about
proof.
last night?
What?
The school generator.
School generator, what about it?
Who sold it?
That's ridiculous.
I thought so too.
I've nothing to do with the school generator.
You see, woman? The school generator stolen, eh? And you and I only know who stole it.
Listen, Mr. Officer. Do not try to fabricate anything against me. It will get you nowhere. And definitely, this will become the darkest day in your life. Take a look at the Criminal Commission.
You are just confirming some other accusations that have been brought forward against you.
Which allegation?
Okay, you have a reputation of being too strong woman for a suitable school teacher.
What crime is that?
Okay. It's not a crime as such, but don't you think it's the worst influence to the students? Huh? Officer! Come! And cover! Hey, Olonis! Hey, stop! Hey, where have you done it?
Hidden one.
The Samaritan! Then I'll tell you this, eh? Whenever you see me personally involved in an arrest, you should know that the man is serious. And you should be afraid. Very afraid.
I'm not guilty of anything, and I refuse to be intimidated.
Woman! We all believe that the app is a great channel and the channel is behind the innocent. And you have any governors.
Mr. Officer, when the Samaritan
Fighting environment and irrigation plan of the school business. We have employed agencies to do that. Teach the authorized curriculum.
when it helps us to know who supplies here to instead of food and services, that's dangerous.
So I'm saying that's not the business of any man of the Samaritan, okay? Are you stopping it or not?
When it helps you to obtain information from criminal gangs, that's dangerous.
Listen, I don't need any judge of the Samaritan to help me do my work. I am a highly trained police officer. So, are you stopping it or not?
How can I stop something that is neither mine nor in my custody?
You realize you are a dangerous woman?
I'm just a simple teacher trying to do what is right.
Just as I thought, eh? Just as I thought. Apples were brainchild. And you're just using the two innocent students, eh? And you have a new plan.
The Samaritan has no personal agenda. It's a people platform of protecting and promoting public good.
So you want to stop it, eh? You want to stop it? Hey, hey!
Let me free! Leave me alone! I need
Never say die. As I always tell you guys, huh? This world belongs to fighters. Hey! I prefer to die than being an inmate and a homeless person. Tough choices, are they not? As I always say, that is the nature of war. Hey, Lord! Lord, have mercy on me, oh! Hey. I have no more doubt these are my last days, huh? And my stomach has been running since the Samaritan came in town. And you know very well I am diabetic. I can't last even a week in prison. We still have room for maneuver. See my worship. I went to see the school teacher last Friday after she told me she refused to comply. Okay. I tried talking to her, but she turned out to be very stubborn. Just as you said, I arrested her and arraigned her to court. But you know what? By the time she was arraigned the court this morning, thousands of protesters, hawkers, women and all men of all walks of life were gathered at the court's precinct. I suspect people were mobilized to reach the Samaritan app. Okay. Justice Jaden had the case, he dismissed it, and set her free. Would you believe those fools I sent were unable to see the school generator? What? I've been badly embarrassed. I am fully in the picture, Inspector. From now on, that teacher will be a force to reckon with in this municipality. I've never seen that kind of solidarity people displayed today. Yes, my bosses have now summoned the captain and the headquarters on account for her arrest. is out of hand. I have no ideas left. I have spring to the mountain. Up. I'll dig a hole there and live there. And you know what? I stepped on one of my shoelaces this morning. I got entangled and fell very badly. My knees, elbows, head are now aching. I don't know how I'm doing.
They say when bad luck chooses a companion, even a ripe banana can knock off your teeth. However, Inspector, thank you for making it impossible for Ondramdai and his team to meet and discuss the vote of no confidence. It was a job well done. Thank you.
Yes, I signed a contingent of officers to support this. I know times there was not a soul in the whole vicinity of the municipal headquarters. It was the Saturday all day. But they are grouping.
What?
Yes, they are grouping. I got intelligence that they have planned for a massive political rally at the Autobot Stadium on Wednesday.
Inspector, what are you saying? That must not happen. We must counter.
Relax.
No!
Relax. No! Relax, You shall stop the rally the same way we have got the meeting at the municipal headquarters.
What if the rally turns too big for the
No, it can't be. I'll arrange the ghetto boys to support them, to provide backup. They'll be fully armed with the broken glasses, nails, swords, scissors, hose, daggers, and all of those things now.
That is great.
Yes.
Let us make it another round of the smoke that thunders. I'll get more mattresses and sags to burn during the occasion. And this day to burn a couple of trees at the town center.
But ultimately that won't take us.
What?
Because I got information from our former colleagues that the Anti-Corruption Investigation Bureau will soon move in here.
Inspector, Justice Yen Jaden holds the key out of this mess. I talked to him about convicting Ondramdai and his team. He was adamant. I called him today again and requested him for a meeting. He should be here any time from now. I intend to exploit that issue of the great scandal to make him play ball.
Shh! I heard some footsteps. It must be him.
Your Lordship. I must say it's so kind of you to have made time for us. I know your schedule quite well.
I tried to make best of my time. I had a good upbringing and sound education.
Please take your seat.
You never mentioned he'll be in attendance.
No mischief intended. I should have told you. No, Your Lordship. I'm most apologetic for the oversight. However, the issue I want us to discuss involves you. Therefore, it is in your best interest that he is here.
In my best interest?
Yes, in your best interest.
Which interest?
Well, let me first of all clear the air. We have not taken offense over your ruling as regards the issue. Convicting her would have been a costly miscalculation. Also, I now think
we are thorough in our work. As I have repeatedly stated, the nature of our profession requires a careful reflection on all possible dimensions. I'm too strategic. I have another appointment. Gentlemen, can we go straight to the point?
Well, there is a move to remove me from office, as I told you. I must fight back. So I still insist on restraining legal proceedings against my deputy and his team. As you know, they have cut many corners here and there, and I have that information. Forgive me for revisiting this subject. Therefore, I request that you process cases I'll bring forward quickly and secure convictions as soon as possible, preferably even in a day, so that we can derail the plan to remove me from office.
and it turns out the judiciary will be caught to a success if it's attended to the Samaritan.
And of course, we'll depend on you at a fee if needed.
I am a man of considerable learning and very mindful to my diction integrity. Do you think that any one of us will agree our case can be processed and then determined on the same day?
I get your point, Your Lordship. But the gravity of the matter before us calls for every possible expediency.
Yes, and besides, you are well schooled in the matters of law. And we all know that. Okay, we are privy to many cases whereby matters before the court have been argued cleverly, sometimes invoking legal issues like technicalities, ambiguities, agencies, and benefit of doubt, and such other legal terminology.
I cannot do what you are asking me to do. I must make decisions that are within a comfortable threshold of reasonable professional strategy. I'm too strategic. My apologies. I have to leave.
Your Lordship, Your Lordship, remember that the Samaritan has got each one of us into some mess.
I am not in a mess. I'm a strategic thinker.
Your Lordship, you need to remember about rats and rodents, Your Honor. The rats and rodents in the cages of the Prime Orchard Limited. Someone has been rearing rats and rodents there, then letting them loose into our rice and corn farm.
I don't know anything to do with Prime Orchard Farm.
Well, but are you not listed as one of the owners? Are you not a shareholder? Together with Ivy, your long-standing mistress.
Oh, well, yes. I remember. I got some shares there. But I haven't had any activity over there in the farm. I haven't been there, and I don't know what's happening there.
Well, the truth is that I can't take a bullet for you. I believe you know that is unfair. So I have no other choice but to order Inspector Bembe to take action. Inspector Bembe.
Yes, Your Worship, sir.
I'm now giving you instructions.
Yes.
Secure the cages on the Prime Orchard Limited. Arrest the owners and the managers of the farm.
Yes, Your Worship. I'll be sending the officers immediately after this meeting.
What are you people trying to do? Intimidate me?
We are talking about rats and rodents. Is that intimidation?
I'm sorry, but I cannot be blackmailed.
Fine. Take note of this. I'm now recording my testimony. Inspector, you see, last year, sometimes last year, he sent his mistress, Ivy, to me. She wanted to be awarded a contract for, killing rodents that were ravaging into our rice and corn farms in our municipality. I told her that our municipality had no such problem, and we closed the matter.
I'm recording this testimony very, very carefully. Yeah?
Several weeks later, I got reports that there were invasion of rodents that were wreaking havoc into our rice and corn farms. Before I could even act, Ivy came back with the same request. He is a senior officer. So I decided to help his lady. We gave Ivy the contract. She was going to eliminate the menace by use of pests and cards through a company known as Vertebrate Pest Control, which we have now established is registered as a subsidiary of Prime Orchard Limited.
So, is it Ivy or I that gave that contract?
Tell us the difference, huh? Meanwhile, I'm noting down these details very neatly and carefully.
But members of the municipal council rejected the contract, and they insisted on competitive biddings. He advised his lady to go on court on grounds that the company had already made mostly arrangements and procurement. The matter was brought before him. He ruled that, given an urgency to safeguard the grains, the idea of single sourcing was permissible in the public interest.
I seem to remember this story. Yeah? Huh? Is it the ruling he emphasized that the cereals were being voraciously consumed at an alarming rate by the very bad rodents which had an attitude?
That is nonsense. I'm too strategic to make sense.
Exactly. That is the rule. So, Inspector, we gave Ivy the contract, but the gist of the whole matter is that they were rearing rats and rodents in the cages of the Prime Orchard Limited, then letting them loose into our rice and corn farms. They could kill some of them, parade them for people to see, bury them, and then introduce more rats and so on. The whole idea was to undermine domestic production in order to increase the high demand of imported grains. Prime Orchard Limited is one of the largest corn importers in our municipality.
I wonder why this story has not taken its to the Samaritan.
Hey, Inspector, it is trending everywhere in the Samaritan as we speak and narrated in the most explicit manner.
In the Samaritan? You must be behind it.
Please continue. I don't want to miss any single detail. I want to follow out the case. But you see, Inspector, the opposition chief, Mr. Basdeo, and my deputy, Hondramdai, they got to know about this issue. They threatened to expose what they called road engage affairs. Ivy gave them dollars to make sure that they will never speak. She also made them shareholders of the Prime Orchard Limited. So they were roped into a deal and kept mum.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. A whole judge in this kind of scam.
At some point, the Prime Orchard Limited was sued for being a source of rodents in our municipality. Strangely, matters landed on Justice Tayden's desk. You know, in a complicated ruling with full of reference to invention of locusts narrated in good book, he has that the occurrence of pests was a natural phenomenon and could not be blamed in a particular farm.
And he still maintains he didn't know what was happening in the farm. I can most solemnly say that I didn't.
At some length, those rats that were introduced started to breed. Inspector, you know how fast they breed. So, we eventually landed into a huge problem. Sadly, they also found their way into our grain stores. Now, we have countless rodents in our granaries. I think there are more than grains now.
That's a very crucial detail, eh?
Yes.
Very crucial. Then I put it like this. As the consequences of the accused and the company, we now have more rodents than grains in the municipality.
I couldn't put that more aptly.
And what also interests me,
Yes.
the other judgment you pronounce of the contract, it will also be part of the evidence.
On that, he reportedly, to a mutual friend, shortly after the ruling, that, rodents are bad-tempered, had an attitude. So, they required specially trained cats to kill. That's during, yes. Yes.
What did he mean by specially trained cats?
In the Samaritan, these rodents, as reported, to a mutual friend, that cats can learn how to somersault. That's during a combat with the temperamental rodents.
Somersault?
Upon my word.
That is preposterous. I never say that. And how on earth can a rodent have an attitude?
Don't you see the trick, Inspector?
What point?
Let me tell you.
Yes.
According to the Samaritan, these rodents were domestic. Most of them were being reared in the Prime Orchard Limited. So, they are therefore used to humans. They won't give you way if you meet in the granaries or somewhere in that neighborhood. Your buddies, as it were. But to mislead the public, you create a rumor that this is an attitude.
Oh! Hey, did he also say they could happen? You see, I wonder what kind of a rodent lies on its back, right on your trap, and then huffs and puffs.
On that, Inspector, you know what? He reportedly confided to another mutual friend, that rodents have a sense of humor.
Cut the crap! How on earth can I say that?
I can almost laugh my lungs out. But then, did they also introduce those specially trained cats? Of course they did. But Inspector, they eventually became wise. Surely, they are such huge, hairy brutes. There is nothing like them on earth. No one has an idea, who gave birth to them and why. And as you know, that the type that can't eat rodents, they prefer chicken.
That is street gossip, and
Don't you think that's the worst thing a judge can ever do? I think so too. Actually, compared to other things he does in courts, introducing rodents was a great act of benevolence. This can't wait. Yes. I have to rent a police station. Okay. I'll be bringing the police officers to bring you to the police station. Where will be required to record your statement. And the law must be enforced. And it's nothing personal.
but you see, gentlemen, you know very well those are fabrications.
Your name must enter the roll of dishonor. Yoshi. Yoshi. Stop calling. Inspector, this is the image of His Lordship Justice Ian Jaden, the lowest rate ever sat on bench in Maracas municipality. That is how you will go down in history.
Wait. Your worship, Inspector Bebe, what you can do, you still can't intimidate me so easily,
Then let's meet at the police station.
Inspector. But what I meant is that you're just trying to play that so that make sure we are in this mess together. Of course, it's good. It's okay. We can deal. But we must be strategic. That is what I've been saying all along. Yoshi.
Your worship, shall we give him a chance? Well, but I can only do that under one condition. That if you will convict Mr. Basdeo and Honram Dai for their involvement in the grain scandal, and you must also jail Hon Seymour and Hon Ted for supplying aid to the Maracas Municipal Council. We must stop this dance. Lawyers acting for the Maracas Municipal Council will lodge cases tomorrow morning in your chambers. You must work on them expeditiously.
Yes, Your Worship.
Have I made myself clear?
Yes, Your Worship.
Correct.
The rats and other rodents. How on earth they get into this? Yes, I did it. It seemed an almost thing to do. Everyone else was doing it. Using public office to amass a project oneself. I did it too. Litigants gave me money to determine cases for their own favor. It worked. And I accumulated wealth. I danced the dance of our time. I look forward for retiring soon to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Look what it has turned to be now. I am like a foolish rich man in a good book who also prepared to retire to enjoy his wealth, only for the maker to tell him, "You fool! Can imagine God calling you a fool? Oh, my poor stomach! There's the alpaca again! Oh! 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 And I'm beginning to catch the smell of rats. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? I can see I do draw it. It looks like a swallow. It looks vicious. It's very mystic. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm most pleased to see you, Mr. Vesta. Please, do have a seat. Thank you, Lord. I will go straight to the point because I think there's no time. We have come a long way, you and I. I am in a mess. I need your help concerning the Samaritan.
I am not in no better position. I'm accused of countless crimes.
But are you not a born-again Christian?
Honestly, I never set out to do any wrong myself. I have never stolen or intentionally done anything wrong. I'll be crucified for the things my must tells me to do. But you know what? I have a Christian duty to obey my leader. But don't worry about me. Just tell me about yourself. My whole family, my wife, children, and I are fasting and praying with that God to get out of this mess. You know, I haven't known my God failed anything.
We must figure out a way of helping one another. I had a meeting with Mayor Mosi and Inspector Bembe yesterday.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Mayor Mosi has now instructed lawyers acting for the municipal council to fight cases against Honorable Raimundai, Honorable Simon, Honorable Ted, and Honorable Bazel. He wants me to take the consent as soon as legally possible. The idea is to postpone the vote of no confidence.
The mayor will do anything to stop them.
The mayor's demand puts me in a dilemma.
How? Is the quartet not guilty as accused?
The problem is that I cannot conflict Mr. Bazel and Honorable Ramsey. I got unwittingly entangled in the same affair for which my most wants me to put them in jail. It happened that I was helping some friends with some coaching. I made rulings that clearly betrayed my best as an inclusive, but was still. These friends at some point paid me shares for a company for which the municipal council is suing.
Maybe. You should disqualify yourself from hearing the case. How about assigning another judge to handle the matter?
Even then, my name will be dragged into the case. My shareholding for which in the company for which there are also shareholders. And the rulings I made complicates the whole matter for me.
You got entangled in a scandal with your own Ramdai and Abasdale?
My brother, to err is to human. You see, a judge does not operate in a vacuum. The ethos prevailing in the society influence his thinking and action. His rulings has many effects and reflection of the prevailing culture in the society. My brother, the issues of rodents have tormented me beyond measure. I've been seeing rats and other rodents running all over the place, even when my eyes are wide open. Even now, my brother, lately I'm beginning to catch the smell of pure rats. And it is awful. It makes me want to throw up. And my stomach begins to ache again. You know how about this, Mr. Vesta? Your lunch.
You must remain strong, whatever the circumstance, okay?
I have always had answers, but they have worsened since yesterday.
Perhaps you ate something acidic.
I had dinner here last night. I took redundant craft and color law. The inspector that owns this place was here. I now strongly suspect it's bad on my food somewhere there in the kitchen.
In that case, you might have spent more time in the washroom. Sometimes it helps to clear the stomach. But you said you had an idea when you called me.
I thought it will help us now. But it is the fundamental principle of the philosophy of Christianity,
which is
the principle of the greatest number of populace for the greatest number of people. In that, if you are confronted in a situation and a decision must be made, always make sure the decision is not the greatest number of the greatest number of people.
How does it apply to the present situation?
I'm looking at it as an alternative dispute resolution. It is a strategic way out of this problem.
Oh, you mean taking Mayor on Ramdai there and their respective allies, the local chief, to settle their difference?
Look, Mayor Musi is up in arms. Honorable Ramdai and the rest of them are also up in arms. Mayor Musi is not still unlegal. Why don't we come together and talk to one another? You see, it will not be for anyone's interest if this issue escalates beyond here. But if we sit down and talk, all of us will be safe. An amicable solution will serve the greatest number of people for the greatest number of people. Do you see what I mean? If we fight, we all lose. If we come together, we win. I request you to reach with them with this idea because I know you can.
Oh, you mean securing a truce?
Yeah! Then we'll deal with the Samaritan as one united force.
Oh, I see no harm in trying it out. I'll talk to both parties.
Mr. Best,
Your Lordship,
we must hold a meeting as soon as possible. Please, talk to them tonight and arrange for a meeting first thing tomorrow morning in my chamber. Are you a man of God? Speak to them. I know they will trust you.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah?
As they say, never eat a snake if you haven't seen its head.
Agreed. Gentlemen, without going into details, the main problem we are facing now is the attempt to remove me from office.
Hey, no, far from it. The problem is your refusal to allow a reallocation of supplementary estimate or submission of budget. It takes either with small steps to solve the problem before us.
With due respect, I think our problem is the Samaritan.
Yes, the two kids who made the Samaritan up are the problem.
Well, I think the problem is that some of us have some skeletons in their closets.
What is that supposed to mean? You mean a grand scandal?
Well, we may have some problems, but you see, on balance, some skeletons.
Hey, no time for that crap here. Stop it, or you won't know what I see to you.
Hey, gentlemen,
I think the problem is that all of us are at risk of being prosecuted.
Yes, there's no other way other than getting money to put our way out. That's the only medicine. The alternative is Banana Express.
Hey, I will never buy that idea of getting that money from the municipal coffer.
And we shall never buy.
And we shall not die.
Hey, gentlemen, relax, gentlemen, eh? Relax. Gentlemen, the public is up in arms. The people are keen on holding on every one of us as leaders to account. The judiciary and the Minister of Local Government are also concerned on what is happening here. They have put a spotlight on us.
That's right. I got information that the Chief Justice of Local Government has scheduled a high-level meeting to discuss our municipality this afternoon.
I also got information that the Chief Justice is contemplating taking action on the legal issues associated with the matter. Gentlemen, a lot of things have been split, and the wheels of justice must turn, or at least be seen to turn.
Hey, does that mean you will proceed the case but against us?
If we think strategically, that is the best way forward.
Hey, okay. You live in a glass house and you are still insisting in throwing stone. Huh? Do we agree stopping any prosecution against any one of us here? Is the condition for these talks. I tell him, you know certain terms. They do that, yeah? They will never see the end of it.
I am looking at it in an entirely different way. The idea is not to make conviction. The idea is to initiate prosecution in order to preempt any legal moves against us from other contexts. I believe you understand the principle of double jeopardy.
Ah, that sounds workable to me.
It sounds quite brilliant. I've been prosecuted. I'm detailed about it.
So am I.
Look at it as a friendly prosecution.
How do I initiate prosecution?
The idea is to identify the crime you'll be accused of. Then from there, we'll pay people to launch cases against us. And we'll pay people to launch against us, to pay against us the cases.
What's up, your lordship?
The idea is to identify the crime will be accused of.
Yes.
Then get people, friendly people, and pay them to launch cases against us. From there, we'll have several options.
Yes.
We can determine cases by our own self or by time through endless adjournments.
Yes.
We have been dealing with many issues in such a way anyway.
Hey, but that puts all of us into a mess at the courts.
There is no harm in that. We are in the same boat. You can trust me.
But supposing you die,
I'm dead sure. Justice Ian Jaden will outlive you. I, having the matter in the court, still gives me the will, sir.
It seems to have set a job for us, eh? I don't think I'll buy that idea.
me neither.
I have another idea.
Yes.
We can temporarily hide this of the SAMARITAN.
How?
Again, we can have someone launch a case and argue. The app is really infringing on the right of privacy. You appreciate essentially that the SAMARITAN is really intrusive. It is divulging people's private information to the public domain. It is encouraging undue prodding into person in contradiction of law.
Wow, that makes perfect sense.
Ah, yes, it does. Though it will be challenged based on the right to information.
It is a tenable argument though. And besides, by the time an appeal is filed and determined, we will have figured out something else.
Well, the idea of privacy sounds good, but why can't we talk to that ethics and innovation teacher?
Mr. Basdeo, forget about it. I tried to appeal to her mercy. She couldn't budge. I tried intimidation. Still she couldn't hear.
Well, you see, gentlemen, the way out for us is not money.
Yes.
It's power.
Power.
All of us want
Wants
power.
power.
I think that teacher wants power too. So why can't we give her some important position in our municipal council?
Yes, she's a very tough woman, but very beautiful. You should look at her legs. Eh?
Hey, Ted, I wish you could grow some brain.
Assuming we talk to her and she turns to be agreeable, how would she help? The public is outraged already, and the media is releasing the scandals. Isn't that matter beyond her now?
Gentlemen, I have been suspecting all along that, she's playing a podium. Now, could this be a massive political conspiracy?
I share your fears.
Yes.
The number of people supporting her speaks volumes. The whole town was at a standstill the day she was in the court. I have never seen anything like that before.
So what do we do?
Play power politics.
How?
I suggest we make the last attempt to win her on our side. We can offer her AI office if that is what she's after.
That's exactly what I mean.
So how do we approach
Well,
her?
we just say we have had lengthy consultations as municipality leadership, and in appreciation of the influence she's currently wielding, we decided that she should be part of the municipality leadership. After all, she is best suited to provide directions as regards the Samaritan and the developments it has triggered in the municipality. From there, we can then ask her the leadership position she would like to occupy, or rather to have.
Perhaps we can try. Besides, all of us together as the leaders of the municipality might have a helpful impression on her.
Yes, gentlemen, I long to see her. We should be leaving. And oh, I have a headache. I barely need a beer. What did you smoke?
Hey!
We go to school or summon her here.
Inspector, we should not appear to be interfering with the learning in the school. But gentlemen, I suggest that we go there and just, get there at lunch break. Mr. Harvest,
Worship.
just alert the school principal that we are on our way.
Yes, sir.
Your Lordship,
Your worship.
I propose that you speak on our behalf.
I have no objection. But don't we need some book of chocolate? It might be a useful incentive for her.
It will spoil everything. She won't take it.
Okay. Shall we go?
Yes.
Mr. Harvest,
I worship.
Nothing these last few days except make it abundantly clear that my patience for you is running out. Now you must know that I'm completely fed up.
My sincere apologies, Madam Principal. I have never...
Look at me as you ever see. Do I look like your house girl or your secretary?
You certainly are not, Madam Principal. But please...
Did you think that I was employed here to be receiving phone calls from municipal leaders informing me that they're coming to see you?
It is not my choice that all this is happening.
Now listen to me. They're coming here to see you.
Who is coming?
All of them, including that inspector of police who took you to cells. Do you ever care to know what battles I'm fighting to ensure your safety and defend the school's position? I am now being threatened and I'm fed up. Did you think that I was employed here to be a firefighter?
My apologies, Madam Principal.
Now there'll be nothing that will be happening in this school except receiving municipal leaders coming to see you, and I'll never think of anything else beyond the safety of a young ambitious girl who doesn't have an idea what danger she's putting herself into. Do you think that is fair to me? To the students? To the school? Do you think the life of our school is all about the app? Okay then, go on. Go ahead and upload us all into that app.
What should I do, Madam Principal?
I told you to think of something. You need to think. The app will not change anything. The struggle for good governance stretches as far back as the beginning of human history. And after all these years, the management of public affairs is much worse today than it has ever been. Our forefathers were slaves to the white people. And today, we have been enslaved by our very own people.
What can I do, Madam Principal?
I have said it severally that the bamboo that bends is much stronger than the oak that resists. And if you can't turn the wind, then turn the side.
What do you mean, Madam Principal? You prefer we
you don't think of a way out of this, I'll have no choice but to personally grab you by your pants and hunt you out of my vicinity through the nearest available opening. Now do you understand me? That must be them. And I promise you, I will not sit in that meeting. It is not part of my mandate.
Excuse me, Madam Principal. You have visitors, led by your worship, the mayor.
Show them in. You see, every now and then, municipal leaders coming here to see us. You think that I don't? I'll fire you.
Oh, madam.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you fine?
I'm very fine.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Madam Principal.
Yes. Your worship, honorable gentlemen, as you requested, I have arranged your meeting with Chanicol. I had planned to attend to crucial school matters today, and therefore, I will not be able to sit with you. But I do hope, however, that you have a conclusive meeting so that you can avoid further meetings which disturb the smooth running of the school. Thank you very much.
Madam Principal. Yes. Point taken. Thank you.
So, to whom do I owe the honor of receiving here?
All is well, Nicole. On behalf of my colleagues, I beg your pardon for our intrusion into your busy schedule. Before you can go further, your lordship, I'd like to apologize to Madam Nicole for the misunderstanding that led for your arrest and arraignment in court. You see, I have thought through the whole incident and I found that the mistake was mine. I'm very sorry, Madam Nicole.
My apologies to Madam Nicole. Sometimes I trust on people's stories in the course of duty, but it is never personal, Madam Nicole.
There was never anything personal in the matter of the Samaritan. It was just a school project by two of our students. Nonetheless, I accept your apologies. And I also apologize if I offended any one of you.
Yes, Madam Nicole. I've seen you several times, but I'm afraid I'm not well acquainted with you. But today, I'm pleased to offer you this as a present. Yeah. Mario. Mario.
Challenge accepted.
Thank you. But I
And seek so secure the good future of our municipality.
Well, if I put it differently, Nicole, in the work of the Samaritan, it has become very clear that we must introduce fundamental changes in the way our municipality is administered. We recognize the truth that serious mistakes have been made in the leadership and matters have now come to end. We realize that this ship, that is our municipality, will sink unless we engineer the desired change.
Mr. Basdeo, things are not that bad. But of course, Madam Nicole, we will appreciate your contribution to enhance service delivery to the people, Madam Nicole.
Yes, I agree. There is an urgent need for drastic change.
Our question is the role you prefer to play in the new order.
Actually, I'm willing to play a prominent role. I owe Maracas municipality and our country as a whole a civic duty. I'm ready to work with patriotic citizens to enhance transparency and accountability in the management of public resources.
Thank you, Madam Nicole. Thank you so much. We welcome your offer, Madam Nicole. We welcome your offer for working with us, Madam Nicole. We all want change.
Yes.
In which public resources will no longer be stolen. Yes. In which justice will be served and not reserved for the rich. In which, Madam Nicole, you see, the police will stand with the innocent, yes, not with the crooks and lawbreakers. In which the lawmakers will promote and protect public interest rather than furthering their own nests.
Yes, I agree. A new era in which each one of us will be a good Samaritan and our brother's keeper. I agree with you all the time.
Moving forward, we must craft the change we now need in the leadership of our municipality. Perhaps I can be a co-mayor, very close, but not entirely equal to the mayor. Almost there. Though, no. What we need to know is the senior position you would like to occupy.
I don't quite understand.
Let us put it this way, instead. The Local Government Act allows the municipality to take all the steps that may be necessary to improve the discharge of this function. In furtherance of this provision, we are allowed to enter into contracts that our municipality considers necessary for efficient discharge of its function. I propose to give Nicole a contract of planning the municipality. Maybe a director general.
Give me a contract.
Well, but I don't understand.
No. I have no objection to that. But remember, gentlemen, the mandate of people to run the municipality is vested in me.
Gentlemen, in my view, it is not contracts that you need. It is not laws that you need. It is not even new positions or offices or institutions that you need. We have enough of this. More of them will only burden our people.
Gentlemen, I did reject the idea of the contract. In fact, I now make a decision that we will give Nicole a contract as a Director General of Maracas Municipality. You'll be consulted to the oversight powers in Maracas Municipality, and you will be answerable to the mayor, and the mayor alone.
My apologies, Your Worship. That is not the change you desire. The change in fare can only come from within us. No contract or law can fix the problem you are facing. It will take a change of heart, a change of spirit among our people, and especially our leaders, to solve our problems.
What do you mean?
We need to embrace a new spirit, a new mindset of doing the right thing, of caring for one another, not just for ourselves, of taking responsibility for the well-being of our municipality, of speaking the truth, of being honest, of abiding by the law, of simply obeying the Maker, and reject the spirits that resist the golden rule, the spirit of the beast.
Oh my goodness, I remember hearing about the beast in school.
What are you saying? I didn't know you were coming for a sermon.
This is not a sermon. It is merely a statement of the basic principle through which stable society are founded. Unless we resist the spirit of the beast, then there is no hope for this municipality. The prevailing spirit, the spirit of the beast, will only lead to destruction. This is evident from the state of our municipality, even as we speak right now.
Well, I agree with you, Nicole. In fact, truth and honest have been the hallmark of my whole political career. But I can assure you this, that there is no hope for our municipality. If we expect people to be truly and patriotic, they are all self-seekers.
There is hope, Converse Deo. Our municipality resembles the valley of the dry bones we read about in the good books. It will be restored to life. The bones will stand again and have life, but only when we abandon our wayward ways and turn to the Creator.
Madam Nicole, how can you help us?
Only doing the right thing can help us in which we all end up. All of you are entrusted with public office to manage people's affairs and lead them to a prosperous future. But like a misguided healthman, you abandon the sails in pursuit of personal gain. Now, the vessel is dangling dangerously on the precipice. Frankly speaking, if all of you are good Samaritan, and none of you dipped his fingers into the public tea, or broke the law in any way, would you be where you are today? Would our municipality be in its present condition? Calm down, Alcida and Montano. Are you alright? Yes, sir, mistress. What brings you here? The police, mistress, the police.
The police, they are coming, many of them. I think we should give up on the Samaritan app so that they don't arrest you, mistress.
You? What are you saying?
The police, they are coming, many of them.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. This officer would like to speak to you all. Officer, speak to them.
Yes, Madam Principal. I am Inspector Tajo, Head of National Anti-Corruption and Investigations Bureau.
Anti-Corruption and Investigation Bureau?
Yes, my apologies, gentlemen. I am to escort all of you to the headquarters of Anti-Corruption and Investigations Bureau for clarification on a variety of some issues. Yes, officers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And come them.
You police, leave me alone. I'm very old. I can't talk straight.
Come them. All of them. Officers, do your work.
Hey! Leave me alone! I'm the man! show you the smoke. I will show you the smoke.
Well done.
Just as you told us, mistress, you can never escape from the consequences of your actions. She is a jolly good fellow. She is a jolly good fellow. She is a jolly good fellow.